It's going all right. I'm actually chatting with Shopify live chat right now because shipping keeps turning itself on. I don't know how or why. I think it has something to do with the stupid Spently app. Just why I'm just, again, we just need a full overhaul. Like, here, let me try to get, I want to try to get Joey my business. Alan?
Yeah, I got you. Sorry, you broke up there for a second. So I was just asking what the shipping issue was. It sounds good. It's just turning itself on.
Yeah, like whenever we put a product up, we uncheck the shipping box because obviously we don't ship anything. It's all services, it's all done online, blah, blah, blah. And for some reason, over the last few days, particularly just on a couple of different products, suddenly we started getting the orders in with shipping charges on them. And we're like, wait a minute, shipping is turned off. So, yeah, but it, oh yeah, totally. And that's what I told the little Shopify person I'm chatting with. I'm like, I think it probably has something to do with the Spently app. I don't know if we just need to like uninstall that thing or what.
And you're using Spently specifically to just auto-deliver email? Is that it?
Yeah. Like originally I used them just to customize the order confirmation email the way that I wanted it. And then they recently talked us into, trying out their paid plan for free to do like abandoned checkout and like win back campaigns and stuff like that. And so we're testing it out, but like it's bogus too because they put like the ROI on their app and they're like, wow, you guys have seen so much success with your ROI, but all it is tracking every single sale we've made through Shopify. None of them have been generated from an action that Spently did. So it's like, it's just kind of bogus.
Yeah, I think you're better off, frankly, using a specific email sort of marketing tool like a MailChimp or Klaviyo to do it.
Yeah, well, we use MailChimp for like our mailers. It was just for order confirmation that I was using that for.
Yeah, just to make it easier to customize the order confirmation. Is that the only issue you had?
Oh, yeah, that was the only reason that I was using it, yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I'd cut it out. What I would do is you can customize that order confirmation just anyway with some coding.
Yeah, that's the problem. Is like I don't know the coding, so I just did the thing that I could accomplish on my own. I did.
Totally. Yeah, totally.
And the order confirmation worked fine and everything. It's just when we started using their paid features that now it's like, all right.
Went focus on you.
Yeah. So I have my business partner Joey here with me too.
Hey Joey, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. Well, what can I help you guys talk through today?
So I guess what are your concerns, Joey? I sort of explained to him that we would be looking to do the sort of consulting, like you walking us through how to do it type thing, so that we sort of equip ourselves to be able to do things on our own in the future and little things and whatnot. And that it would be like a 2 or 3 month process, and that you think we can make it look just as good as the Wix site, which is his major concern.
Oh yeah. And I'll be totally honest with you. I think the Wix site actually looks a little amateur, just from a real design perspective. I think you could make some major improvement when you move over.
And the mobile version of the site is
terrible,
really bad. The worst of terrible. Yeah, it's pretty bad. So I guess like that's something.
I haven't looked at it on mobile yet, but that's going to be the way. And I'm not sure how detailed you guys went, but the suggestion we made was moving over Shopify so you can stop dealing with this sort of integration issue you're having with Wix and Shopify. It's just going to be a cap on sort of functional growth and operational growth going forward anyway. So make the move over. And the benefit of being on Shopify is, there's thousands of existing themes in the marketplace that already give you a really good starting point for design. A lot of which, some are built for physical products, some are built for digital products. So we can find the right one that's the right fit for you that gives you guys a baseline, and then just make, you guys can just go through and make the alterations to it. And there's tools within the theme that make it very easy to make those alterations. And for the pages that you can't do, there's actually tools for Shopify. There's a very cool one called Shogun. That's an app you can add onto it that allows you to build these very specific, landing pages or specifically designed pages in the same manner that you build pages in Wix. So it's very similar. So you actually can reproduce a bit of that Wix experience and design ease within Shopify by using tools like Shogun to do it. Mobile-wise, that's going to be any template or theme that we'd recommend that you start with now is going to be mobile optimized. It's just That's just sort of the way the world is today. Nothing's going to start you off, on a bad footing with mobile. And same thing with Shogun is when you design pages in Shogun, you can do it for desktop and mobile.
Okay. That sounds good. And then what else? We've been toying around. We just started doing a couple months ago targeted remailers that have been great. They've really helped us with revenue. So that's really cool.
Yep.
So those definitely continuing with that. And I guess I'm trying to think what else.
I mean, I think automating automating order confirmation emails that's specific to what they ordered. So instead of having if you did any of these things, click here. If not, we'll email you separately with the info. But if we could just tag and even click here for the syllabus, blah, blah, blah. And then as soon as they register for the class, their order confirmation has all the stuff that we would normally send in the welcome email. You know what I mean? And that takes a whole step out for us.
Yeah. And you can segment by product purchase, right? So there's a number of segmentations you could do, right? So you could create a flow in the back end. If somebody purchases a certain website, right? The initial part of that flow could be set up to deliver materials, right? Materials or information or sort of onboarding information. And then in that same flow, because you know what they've purchased, you can continue a series that we'd call like an upsell series or a win-back series that, so let's say they buy a $35 product, and you deliver that product via an email flow, you could then also move them over to an upsell flow that would start to sell them on whatever that next stage or next level higher priced product would be too. And you can set up those as automations as well. So that's what we talked about the other day. So if you're looking for how to escalate and increase that customer lifetime value, doing those types of automation flows, not just from an operational perspective, but as an upsell perspective, would be really helpful too.
Yeah. And I guess it was also how does the payment work? Can we break it up? Is it all at once, or how does that work?
Yeah, so we give people two options. We're flexible. You can either do it up front if it's easier for you. Most folks like to divide it just to might as well if you can. And so we divide it into two pieces. So you can do 50-50.
Okay.
If we send you brownies, can you give us a little discount?
Our director of education makes awesome peanut butter brownies.
She really does. It's worth $7,500 if you ask me. No, that makes sense.
I believe you.
No, I mean, I feel like, I guess I don't think I have anything else really to add. I'm sure as we go through it, more things will come up. Like, oh yeah, this would be cool if we included this.
And I guess what's the interface of how we actually work on it? Is it over the phone or like we use video conferencing software Zoom for everything that we do here? So I'm not sure how the actual process of working together.
We love Zoom. We do everything on Zoom.
We do everything on Zoom.
Yeah, so it's most of the things we do on Zoom. So I'll break it down for you. So the structure of how we do it is very straightforward. It's all based upon weekly touch points and weekly calls or conferences. And first off, we do a kickoff with you, and we're going to want to look at your analytics, and we're going to look at a bunch of stuff and look at the back end and just let our team assess kind of what your current tech stack and everything looks like. And then on the kickoff, the very first call we do together, we'll break down the game plan. And we can start to prioritize, because for you guys, there's sort of two components. You've got sort of the operational component, which is, operationally, you guys got some barriers here that you need to get over with some tools and automations and moving over to Shopify, et cetera. And then you've also got this is sort of the first bucket. The second bucket is you've got a lot of low-hanging fruit opportunity to improve sales and marketing and automation using things like email automation and tools in the Shopify to upsell clients or take prospects that maybe haven't bought a product yet and get them to opt into a campaign and put them through an automated email drip series, potentially also on social, and then potentially some retargeted ads. So you've got also then the marketing, low-hanging fruit, revenue generating side. So what we can do on that kickoff is we'll talk about sort of what your biggest barriers are for growth, and then we'll set up a game plan for the order in which we're going to tackle each of those tasks over that 2 or 3 months. And then that way we've got a game plan in place. So you guys know, we know exactly what's going to be tackled and the exact timeline in which we're going to be doing it with you. And then the subsequent weeks, every week, we'll tackle a piece of it. And we'll do calls, we'll walk you through how to do it, we'll set it up. In a lot of cases, we'll have templates that we give for you guys to set up, or we'll have sequences and flows that we can give to you and show you how to set them up. So in a lot of cases, we can hand stuff to you, so it's a little bit easier and templatized for you to do it. In other cases, we'll show you exactly how to do it and let you guys go in and do it. And then once it's set up, you send it to us, and our team will review and make any tweaks or changes or fixes that are needed. And then the next week, we'll start on the next task, and we do that to completion.
Okay.
Cool.
So we keep it really structured, really action-oriented, and very efficient. And Zoom conference is the tool we like to use.
Yeah, we love Zoom too, because you can record it to re-review instructions.
Yep, exactly. We always ask before we start recording stuff, but most of our clients like to have those videos recorded, because that way they can go back and they'll kind of create a database of it. So they've got their own little collection of strategies and advice that they can refer back to. And then the way we structure it is weekly calls, but the reality is our team's reviewing stuff in between calls every week, and so our entire team is available to you in between those calls. So if you're implementing something, you're having trouble with it, you have questions, or you've set it up and you want to take a look at it, you send it our way, I'll take a look, or maybe one of our account strategists will take a look. If it's a design related issue, or one of our designers will take a look. So you've got the full breadth of a full blown agency that you can use at your disposal for help and guidance along the way. So, even if we're not doing a Zoom conference, because we've already had a call that week, our designer might hop on and do like a Loom video screencast recording that explains, how to set this up in a little bit of a different way to give a better tweak, or, maybe it's a better sequencing, or how to add some better timing to that email flow you just set up in order to get a better response, or, what's a better subject line to use here instead of this one in order to get a better open rate.
Yeah, subject lines. So, Joey's always figuring out subject lines.
They're hard.
They're hard, and they are literally the most important thing to get right in an email too.
Cool.
But there's a formula to it. Just show you how to do it.
Yay, a formula. We like formulas.
I know. We like formulas too. Makes it repeatable. And scalable.
Yeah, totally. Cool. All right, cool. And do you have any other questions for him, or any other concerns, or are we sort of happy?
Yeah, I think it makes sense.
Yeah, cool. So I guess just let us know whatever the next step is, if there's some paperwork or something to sign, or how we remit the first payment, or whatever it is. Yeah, so there is a little bit of paperwork. It's really straightforward. It's just a standard kind of work for hire agreement that we'll send over. The only real question is timing. When do you guys want to get started? We can go ahead and put a kickoff call in the books if depending upon what y'all's schedule's like and how fast you guys want to move. We're supposed to be getting our final analytics report from the webmaster that's on the way out on April 6th. So I don't know if the report that she's giving us is going to be of any interest to you guys. Like, we get it as like a PDF too, and a Zoom conference. I don't know if that's useful to you guys, or if you guys just look into it on your own. I don't know how analytics works. So. Okay. Is it just like a Google Analytics report that she pulls together? I guess. Like, I could send one of the old ones, and you
send me one of her old ones.
Okay.
Yeah,
sure.
send me one of her old ones. I'd be curious just to see what's in it. So send me one of the old ones. And what we'll want to get access to though is regardless, we want access to analytics and we want access to the back end of Shopify so you can see the analytics in Shopify. And then also just so we have access to the back end so we can help you guys. But I can send you an email that gives you instructions for how to do that in case you're not familiar. So really the next steps are we'll send you an email with instructions for how to give us access to analytics because we want to do our own review before kickoff call so we understand what's going on. The second piece is we need to pick a kickoff call date. I don't think we need to wait to get her report. My guess is if you have analytics set up and she's utilizing it to build these reports, then we're going to be able to get all the information we need just by looking at the actual tools itself. So
okay, cool.
Send me one of her old ones anyway, but I don't think we have to wait for that unless you guys would like to wait for some reason. And so if that's the case then, and you guys are open to it, we should just pick a day next week, maybe mid next week, like Wednesday or Thursday, and we can do the kickoff call on Wednesday or Thursday, and that gives a couple days, for our team to dig into analytics before we get started.
Okay, cool. Let's see. So next week, yeah, Wednesday should be good.
Let's see here. And are you guys in Seattle, right? You guys are in the Northwest, right?
We're in LA.
Oh, you're LA. Why did I think Seattle? But you're on West Coast.
Yes.
Okay. That's what it was. It was just West Coast. Let's do, I think I remember you saying that you're better off like later in the day, like afternoon, like later afternoon.
Yeah, because I'm a vampire.
You're a vampire, right? Well, 4 o'clock's not really vampire hour, but how about 4 o'clock on Wednesday?
Sure, that should work.
Does that work?
Yeah. Stout.
And we'll send you guys a calendar invite with a Zoom conference link and everything for it too. So you don't have to put it in your calendar yet. We'll send it over. Who do you guys want us to add to the call? Is it just going to be you two, or is it going to be who's going to be involved?
Me and Jorge, and possibly our creative director, Brandon.
Okay. So I'll add you, and I think I've got Jorge's email already. I'll add you two, and then if you want to just send me your creative director, I can add them to the calendar invite also.
Cool.
Awesome. Sounds like a plan. So let's do this. Tomorrow, Allison, who's one of our managers, she'll send over some paperwork as well. I'll send over an email with instructions to give us access to analytics tomorrow, and then we've got the call scheduled for 4 p.m. on Wednesday, and that gives us time to review analytics beforehand. And then if you guys just want to forward me one of those old reports from your current webmaster so I can take a look just to see what she's doing, that would be helpful. And then if you guys have any other questions or thoughts or anything else you guys want to send to us before we get started, just shoot me an email. And we can also hop on another call if easier too.
Okay, cool. Sounds good.
Sounds like a plan. All right, guys. Sounds good. Let me know if you have any questions, but otherwise we'll just plan on getting started next week.
All right, cool. Thanks so much.
Yeah, absolutely. Talk to you soon.
All right, bye.